the world did either of you learn about real estate?
I kind of just fell into it because I saw somebody doing it that looked successful. She was actually working with us on buying our home when we first moved to Atlanta. That's how I got into real estate as a agent. But prior to that, I always been flipping since I might have been 18, 19 years old. And then I had to drag Blondie into the business because I needed her, my angel. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I got kind of dragged into the mix because basically I was kind of like following him, assisting and helping him. And he just kept saying, you need to go ahead and get your license. So then I finally got my license. So now we're, partnering together.
So now you also partnered together on a book called We Nailed It. What are some things that you're
Yes.
putting people on game about in this book?
First of all, putting people on game on getting your relationship together, because in any endeavor that you try to do with your partner, if that relationship isn't together, then you know what I'm saying, everything else is pretty much going to fall apart, especially, trying to work together with your partner. And just putting them on game, some of the things that we've gone through in our relationship and how, we've gone through those trials and gotten to the point where we are now, then, it gives a comparison to real estate as well. So we talk a little bit about, if you were renovating a home in real estate, so it gives a comparison to things that you need for a house as well.
Right. So say, for instance, just to elaborate on that, like say, for instance, in every relationship, you got to have a strong foundation. You got to have a sound foundation. So also in real estate, like, we build and renovate. So if your foundation isn't solid, then your house is going to crumble. You know what I mean? So we kind of do a comparison like that, and basically we trying to bring the best of the culture, together as far as real estate and relationships. We got a lot of years of relationship in. We like 28 years in, and then I've been flipping for over 20 years, and I'm selling real estate. So we really giving back, trying to change the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Give me 3 big no's for real estate and relationships.
Don't let a person that's not married get in between you and your spouse's things you have going on. That's terrible, because if they never been through it, they really don't know, through marriage, they really don't know what's going on. Liars. You got to stay away from the liars. You don't want people lying on you and talking to your significant other, lying about you, and your significant other hears about it, and she say, hey, such and such said this. So once you hear somebody lying on you, stay away from the liars, and also, more than anything, stay away from the haters. It's a lot of haters that don't want to see you. They see you and your wife or you and your significant other doing good, and they just start hating. You just got to let that fly by you. Don't even elaborate on it. Don't even worry about it. You just got to, those 3 things will help you a lot, honestly.
And what about your 3 for real estate?
I'll let
3
you handle
no's.
that. I'll let you handle that.
Okay, so I would say the 3 no's for real estate is thinking that you can buy a home and you don't have your credit score and your finances together, because we run across people all the time that like, yeah, I want to buy a home, but they don't even have their finances together. And I would say another no in as far as real estate would be to jump in terms of like flipping, because we also do a lot of flipping. So in terms of trying to flip and renovate homes, a no would be to not, if you don't do your homework ahead of time. You just can't all of a sudden wake up tomorrow and decide that you want to start flipping homes. That'll be a no. Because have you done your research yet?
That's definitely a no.
And sometimes I'm going to say this, sometimes it's a no for clients, because sometimes like you have to be able to work well and the personalities have to match. And I'm gonna be honest, there's only been maybe like 1 or 2 people that I've ran across since I've been in real estate that I'm like, you know what, is for me is not the money. Like if your attitude is nasty and you're really not listening, you're acting like you know more than me and I'm the one that's in the business, it's gonna be a no for me.
And that's a serious no. I just want to elaborate on that real quick, because it's guys that I've made tens of thousands, hundreds of $1,000s with, in the last couple of years. And, the attitude was so bad, and just the things that you have to go through, going back and forth and different things. And like, they never did it before and they think they know what they're doing. So I've literally lived that. And like, you just gotta, I don't want that kind of money. Like, my life is pretty easy. So you don't want to get involved in all of that.